Hi, I'm Trey Harper, Director of Spiritual Leadership for the Mississippi Annual Conference. If you're watching this video, it's because something amazing is happening in your life. You felt a stirring in your spirit that God is calling you for a higher purpose. And we are so grateful that God is calling you to explore pastoral ministry in the United Methodist Church. During this quick video, I may be using a few Methodist terms, and I'll do my best to explain those as we go along. But it's something you need to accept now. You're not going to know everything. The people who journey with you are not going to know everything. But together, as we walk this road of faithfulness, we will find God's answers together. So, what's next? God has called you. What do you need to do about it? Well, the first thing you need to do is contact your pastor, or if you're on a campus ministry, your Wesley director. Not only do they need to celebrate this with you, but they are going to be your number one fan and number one support as you take this journey toward pastoral ministry. You need to be able to share with them exactly how God has called you and where you believe God is calling you to serve. What are the gifts and graces that God is showing in your life that you believe are an expansion and an affirmation of your call to pastoral ministry? Second, you need to share this with your church. They're going to be a vital source of support for you during these next steps, but also they're going to be the ones who affirm you and recommend you toward pastoral ministry. It is a great celebration for a congregation when someone that they have raised or someone that they have known accepts the call to ministry. Allow your church the blessing of being able to celebrate you. Third, your pastor is going, or Wesley director, is going to make an arrangement for you to meet with the district superintendent. Now, what is a district superintendent? Well, that's kind of a pastor of regional pastors. We in the Mississippi Conference have 11 districts and 11 district superintendents who work with our bishop in the work of appointing clergy in pastoral ministry. During this visit, your district superintendent is going to ask for you to write a call statement. Now, this may sound scary, but it's really just a witness. How did you know you were being called? Some questions to think about are, where were you when you felt this nudge in your life? What was the circumstance that led you to hear God's voice calling you to something new? What was it like to surrender fully your life and your ambitions and your goals to the will of God? Be open, be honest, and be vulnerable, because all of us who have taken this journey before can tell you it's both wonderful and terrifying. The more that you are able to verbalize this and express this witness, the more you will be sure in God's call, and the more you will bless those who journey with you and who ultimately you will be serving. The district superintendent will ask you to fill out a lot of paperwork. We have lots of paperwork. Some of that is just basic biographical information, releases for background checks and financial checks. And then you're also going to be asked for transcripts. These are your college transcripts. If you have begun seminary transcripts, or any other kind of higher education, we need those transcripts so that we can help discern what are your educational requirements for your pastoral leadership goal. They're also going to introduce you to a person who is the chair of the District Committee on Ministry. Your District Committee on Ministry, or DCOM as we call it, will be the one who walks with you faithfully through each and every step of candidacy and becoming a local pastor until such time as they hand you off to the Board of Ordained Ministry. The Board of Ordained Ministry is a group of clergy and lay who represent churches of all sizes in the Mississippi United Methodist Conference. And together they are responsible for overseeing and supporting all the clergy who serve in all of our various times. DCOM will become your friend, but they will also be your accountability partner in making sure that you take the next faithful steps and meet the requirements for pastoral ministry. There's one other thing that I feel that I need to mention to you about this process of candidacy. It's going to be fluid. Very few of you who are watching this video are going to start with step 1, and you're going to mark through every step as is laid out in a checklist. God's call doesn't work that way. For some of you, you may have already found yourself serving in a leadership position, so it may be that you're backing up in order to go forward. For others of you, you may find yourselves thrown into things. Sometimes it seems like the deep end, but wherever you are in this process, Those who journey with you will make sure that every step is taken faithfully as together we discern God's call on your life. We are so glad to have you with us, and we look forward to meeting you as you enter into ministry. For more information about this process, you can look on our conference website, contact the Office of Spiritual Leadership, but again, your first call is your pastor. We celebrate with you. We thank God for you. May God bless you on this very special journey.